distribution and transmission line of the JPS, which is not insured because it's uninsurable, is what we have used for Beryl and for Melissa and for all the other events that we have had in recent years. So, as of right now, that fund, based on the claims that have been made already, to prepare for Melissa, has been exhausted. So it means that the JPS has 2 years on a license, and they have to raise money to...
Hold a second, guys. So then rather to lend JPS 150 million, an unsecured loan, than giving the people them house. So JPS have no competition in Jamaica. So we for them money there. Unsecured loan. And on top of that, the license is going to on top of that, the license won't finish. So they must get back that money. Father God, take a listen, guys.
Several iterations, several proposals.
Something not right.
One, JPS wants a 15-year extension. And they get 15-year extension, they will do what they need to do to find the money.
What?
Other one is that multilaterals are prepared to give them money, but they want at least 8 to 10 years extension. Where does that put us? That put us in two situations. One, a commitment that was made by this minister and this government in June of this year that any new license would be on new terms. A commitment that was made, a commitment that will stand, and no Melissa, no Trelissa.
So why you want to lend an unsecured loan and the license won't expire? That no make no sense to me at all. You want to lend somebody 150,000. Guys, why? No, man. An unsecured loan and people not live nowhere? And people not live nowhere? No. Guys, me go come back to this now, trust me.
Is going to change that. So the government is now in a position now, what do we do? Because we need restoration.
What restoration?
JPS is saying
what?
That the earliest restoration time that they can give us.
Let me ask you a question. You want to get JPS 150 million today, and people live out a road over 1 month. So what about people life? Yeah, wicked. Yeah, blood clot wicked. Guys, how can you release 150 million to JPS, yeah? Just like that. And you can't release house to people that live outside. Needs. People can't live without light. People can live without light, but you can't live without shelter. People can live without light because there are certain places in Jamaica don't even have light. You understand? No, sir. Take a listen, guys. This sad.
Worst affected areas is April to May 2026. Can you imagine when you tell a minister that? And on top of which, they want an extended license. That is
well, you want to let them money.
In the same situation. Well, Madam Speaker, my colleagues here, many hours, many discussions. Cabinet, not once. Cabinet, not twice. Cabinet 3 times, including yesterday morning. And the decision, thanks to the help and the input of the Ministry of Finance, specifically Minister Williams, and the Financial Secretary, and of course, the new Minister of Efficiency, we were able to work out yesterday and get approved by Cabinet an agreement to fast-track the restoration to end of January, latest early February. Don't clap yet. Don't clap yet.
You see how you want fast track certain things, but you can't fast track for people to get housing. Guys, I am telling you now, this government is not for the poor, you know. This government is not for the poor. And guys, these money are free money. Free money. Take a listen.
On the basis that the government of Jamaica is not prepared to negotiate any extension of any license other than the process that is going to take us from now until 2027 when this existing license expires. But based on the fact that we need restoration as a country in the shortest possible time, the government of Jamaica has agreed to loan the JPS $150 million United States dollars on the basis that they will use that money, which is estimated at $75 million a month.
Let me ask you something. You want to loan JPS, which is a multi-millionaire, that company have billions, and poor people don't have a home? And poor people don't have a home? So the money that's comes in to give poor people, you want to give JPS that money? Father God.
To restore
What?
the entire grid, save and except for any special area that may not be reachable, but the major areas by the end of January, latest early February. What are the terms to make sure that the government and the taxpayers are fully protected? 5 years with an interest rate to be negotiated by the Ministry of Finance, which I'm sure will be a reasonable interest rate, because the higher the interest rate is the more it's going to pass on to the consumer. And we are cognizant of that. However, they can pay as early as 2 years. Why? Because 2 years the license expire. They'll either have a renewed license or they won't have a license. If they have a license.
But guys, why you want to lend somebody that amount of money and the license is running out next year? Does that make sense? Unsecured loan and the people don't have housing? I don't understand this one.
They can attract financing. And if they don't have a license, the government has already indicated to them based on our July 2025 letter that we are prepared to acquire the assets of the Jamaica Public Service, which means that our money is protected fully. So there is no risk to the Jamaican government or the taxpayers. What we have done is skillfully separated a negotiation of a loan and untied from all of these proposals of extensions. I want to point out to you very carefully, any negotiation that involved the license or amendment of license would retard the period of time when we need to get the money. We need to get the money to them or give them a commitment by tomorrow morning after we announce this today, because the cabinet decision is out. And they have committed that they will have 300 linesmen. They now have 170, all in white truck. And big thick man, you see. That's 170. But those 170 are trying to get back the biggest areas of production for the government, Montego Bay. So all the other areas in my friends and colleagues, hard-hit parishes, are not getting the attention that they would get. And it's not because of anything other than what has to happen in order to get the country up and running. Can you imagine, members, in 2 weeks' time, 300 more linesmen with equipment, same trucks you see and same everything you see, having 500 linesmen additional to what JPS has as their normal crew spread across Jamaica. The commitment that I'm making to you here, that JPS has committed to me, that they can have those trucks and men here by the second week of December, and that by Christmas morning, Grand Market night, they are committing, especially in the hardest hit areas, to bring back light at the most strategic locations where those that are still affected can come down into and do all that they need to do, even if it is that they don't have light 5 miles up in the hill.
Minister, because this is a backdrop, I just want to spend 2 minutes in reminding the country of the position that we have maintained on this side. Because there's no magic to 2027. As it was when I was Minister of Telecommunications in 1999, there was no magic to 2038, which was the date for the telecom license to be expired. And that as a minister, fervent on getting justice, fervent on seeing changes, one doesn't have to wait until 2027. Indeed, that JPS license was amended in 2008 by a JLP government and by me in 2016. And what we have been saying from 2023, don't wait until time runs out to adjust the license. Do it now. In fact, do it when you have leverage. So in my sectoral presentation in 2023, I mentioned certain changes that could have been negotiated then. In 2024, I repeated that. And in 2025, again, I came here and repeated what are some of the important critical changes that we need to effect before we get to July 2025, which was 2 years before July 2027. And so we waited and wasted time. And to date, a letter was sent to JPSCO, and I really want to see the content of that letter, because their interpretation is that the minister threatened them. And as a result of their interpretation, it's all over the place. All over the place. And the minister is also aware that one of the partners is seeking to exit the partnership. So this is very important, especially as we are now providing a loan to the company, a large loan, which we'll get into. The Minister of Finance isn't here, but normally in these matters, you would expect that the Minister of Finance, $150 million is a lot of money. It's a lot of money. And so Minister, there are some questions. Firstly, you've mentioned that today the government is not yet aware of the interest rate. You can't lend money without that very important element being known. So let us know what that interest rate is. But more importantly, you did say that at the end of 2 years, if the company hasn't paid back the loan by then, there's an opportunity for the government to transfer that loan into equity, into shares, and to acquire the assets. What is the value of that asset? Is the value of the asset done at today's date? So at the time when you're taking the risk, is the value going to be when you've added 150 million, enhance the value? At what point have you done that valuation? That I think is fundamental to this Parliament accepting this as a way forward. So that is a most important question. But the minister has mentioned that JPSCO wants $350 million. And presumably, that is the cost for the full restoration that is to happen now in February. But the government is only providing 150. So we are short by $200 million. Where, yes, and it's United States dollars. You know, before all of this, we were being told by JPS and others that the amount of money for full restoration was between 400 and 500. So we are down to 350. They are getting 150 from the government of Jamaica. Where, and I'm so happy the Minister of Finance is back. Where is the balance to come from? $200 million. And very importantly, what assurance is there? Especially because restoration is tied to this 150 million. What assurance is there for the balance 200 million? And again, have commitments been given by the government for this balance to be provided? And by the way, probably when the Minister of Finance speaks, we will know exactly where that 150 million is coming from. Council fund, borrowed money, and I think the cat bond. Minister, I don't see how we can leave Parliament today and not be told where that 150 million US is coming from.
Good question.
But Minister, earlier, Minister, Minister, I want to suggest a few things. I think you. I am making the submission mindful of the precarious state of our country and the desire to ensure that we are stronger after all of this.
Let us separate two things. Let's separate the negotiation that's going to go forward and the questions that were raised, but let's start with where we are now. This is the first opportunity that the Andrew Holness-led administration has had to start from scratch and negotiate a new license, electricity license, on behalf of the people of Jamaica. So don't tell me about 2001 and 2000. This is the first time that this has happened. This administration and this minister had given a commitment to the people of Jamaica that we were going to negotiate a new license. We didn't say who the new license would be with. And at this point, what I have stated here today is that I have separated Melissa and the needs that the JPS needs for Melissa in terms of funding to bring forward the timelines. And I can state here now that the contract with the consultants out of the UK were signed yesterday. They arrive here next week. The negotiating team of the government of Jamaica is ready to go to the table with the JPS next week with the hope of coming to some kind of agreement or to have a disagreement so we know exactly which road we are going down. So to ask me about a valuation, when a negotiation is just starting. And the license is very explicit on what happens if the government takes the position that they are going to buy out the assets of the existing provider. So that is a premature question that I can answer because I don't reach here yet, because it might not even be necessary. So that's number one. Number two, the meeting that I had yesterday with the chairman of the JPS, the CEO of the JPS, and the CFO of the JPS, in relation to what we agreed, was unanimous as the best way forward to deal with the current situation and to make sure that we don't delay it and we go on the same path, which is to try and come with an agreement in the shortest possible time with the negotiation teams at the table. Any attempt to rush a negotiation because you are responding to Melissa would be irresponsible, and it will only delay the process of restoration, because that can't happen in a day, a week, a month, or 2 months, or 6 months. 2 years in itself is a stretch. But my commitment on behalf of this government is that we are going to go to the table and we are going to try, and based on the meeting that we had yesterday, and the fact that they know already the fundamental changes that we want, that we will have a path that will either take us to consensus or we'll move to the next point, which is options. The government is still in control of this negotiation and has the leverage, because we are the one who have to issue the license whenever that time comes. So I want to make Jamaica assured that Melissa has not shifted that when, if it was negotiated differently, it could have easily given the government less leverage based on the circumstances.
To know the time frame for that. Secondly, would we be dispersing all 150 before that 200 million is in place? Are we going to take the risk of lending that money to JPS? Funded out of the consolidated fund, you've said. I was going to ask you how it's going to be funded. That's roughly the same amount as the cat bond drawdown, we're told. This 150, which Jamaica has been seeing as being critical to the housing, shelter, the school fixing up, the health centers and hospitals, etc. JPS is now going to get the benefit of that money. I want to know whether we're going to take that risk and disperse those funds to JPS until the damage fund is fully funded. As it stands now, all you've told us is you've left it up to them and they're to come back to you. That, as it stands now, all you've told us is you've left it up to them and they're to come back to you. That, I think, is a risk we're not prepared to take as a country. I want to know.
Let me repeat. We are confident.
Secondly, would we be dispersing all 150 before that 200 million is in place? Are we going to take the risk of lending that money to JPS? Funded out of the consolidated fund, you've said. I was going to ask you how it's going to be funded. That's roughly the same amount as the cat bond drawdown, we're told. This 150, which Jamaica has been seeing as being critical to housing, shelter, the school fixing up, the health centers and hospitals, etc. JPS is now going to get the benefit of that money. I want to know whether we're going to take that risk and disperse those funds to JPS until the damage fund is fully funded. As it stands now, all you've told us is you've left it up to them and they're to come back to you. That, as it stands now, all you've told us is you've left it up to them and they're to come back to you.
What kind of statement is that?
A risk we're not prepared to take as a country. I want to know.
Let me repeat.
Hear this bad man.
Let me repeat. We are confident, based on the meeting that had the representative of the Ministry of Finance at the highest level, the Minister and the Financial Secretary, you can't go any higher, that we are prepared to release the $150 billion tonight.
Wow.
It means that the people are going to get back light sooner than later. They are wicked.
You hear this bad man? You hear this Ras bad man? Them are going to release money. They not even know the interest rate. Them are thief the cat ban money. People live out a road. People not, guys, light can't stay, you know. You can live without light, you know. But you cannot live without a home. You cannot live without a home and water. You understand? May I tell you to rotted, man. This sad.
Let me repeat.
Wait, repeat what?
Let me repeat.
You see how the way he talking? Let me repeat. Let me repeat. Let me repeat. This is so sad. This is so sad. But let me repeat. This man here is wicked. This man here is very wicked. But let me repeat.
Let me repeat.
Repeat what? You understand? Repeat what? What are you going to repeat? What is going to repeat? Listen.
Are confident, based on the meeting that had the representative of the Ministry of Finance at the highest level, the Minister and the Financial Secretary. You can't go any higher.
Really?
That we are prepared to release the $150 billion tonight.
Wow.
It means that the people are going to get back light sooner than later.
So what about homes?
They are wicked and evil. Bad mind don't go on yet from September 3rd.
Go ahead, Minister.
The $150 million
Give
that
me
the
chance.
government is prepared to release as soon as the documentation is in place, which will be no later than a matter of hours to a day
Wow.
because of the urgency.
What about
It's
people home?
specific for restoration over 2 months, December and January. That $150 million is ring-fenced to deal with a restoration program
And
that will
secure
take
loan?
care of Jamaica, not only some parishes. And if you are going to tell me that there are people in this house that would question a government in a crisis like this to hold $150 million that we have availability now, to find out about $200 million, which can take another month or 6 weeks. Our money is secured whichever way it goes. We are a responsible government, and we have taken a responsible decision, a caring decision, an argument done. Speaker, the position is, this matter is fluid. This
An
is a
argument
cabinet
done?
decision that was taken yesterday. We are going to wait until we have the final agreement between the Ministry of Finance and the JPS.
What?
And whenever that happens, we will make it public in Parliament to show the people of Jamaica what the final terms and conditions are.
So what about the voice of the
Somebody to
people?
stand up in Parliament, knowing what is taking place out there, and is prepared to take a position to delay restoration, they will be judged by the people of this country.
Guys, so the people them don't have a talk. So then rather to give JPS that amount of money.
They will be judged by the people of this country.
What?
This is the first time that this has happened. This administration and this minister had given a commitment to the people of Jamaica that we were going to negotiate a new license.
Wow.
We didn't say who the new license would be with. And at this point, what I have stated here today is that I have separated Melissa and the needs that the JPS needs for Melissa in terms of funding to bring forward the timelines. And I can state here now that the contract with the consultants out of the UK were signed yesterday. They arrive here next week. The
Wow.
negotiating team of the government of Jamaica is ready to go to the table with the JPS next week with the hope of coming to some kind of agreement or to have a disagreement so we know exactly which road we are going down. So to ask me about a valuation when a negotiation is just starting and the license is very explicit on what happens if the government takes the position that they are going to buy out the assets of the existing electricity provider. So that is a premature question that I can answer because I don't reach here yet. Because it might not even be necessary.
What do you mean
So
not
that's number one.
necessary?
Number two, the meeting that I had yesterday with the chairman of the JPS, the CEO of the JPS, and the CFO of the JPS, in relation to what we agreed, was unanimous as the best way forward to deal with the current situation and to make sure that we don't delay it and we go on the same path, which is to try and come with an agreement in the shortest possible time with the negotiation teams at the table. Any attempt to rush a negotiation because you are responding to Melissa would be irresponsible, and it will only delay the process of restoration, because that can't happen in a day, a week, a month, or 2 months, or 6 months. 2 years in itself is a stretch. But my commitment on behalf of this government is that we are going to go to the table and we are going to try, and based on the meeting that we had yesterday, and the fact that they know already the fundamental changes that we want, that we will have a path that will either take us to...
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Is the minister aware that one of the major partners of the current JPS setup has indicated that they want to withdraw from the JPS agreement, the current agreement that they have, right? One of the international partners. And having regard to that fact, is the minister still prepared to go ahead with this loan of 150 million US, having regard to the fact that one of the partners of JPS has indicated that they want to withdraw from the agreement? It's an important question.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, it is a matter... Mr. Speaker, it is a matter of... It is a matter of public international knowledge
That 200 million will
that
be raised by them.
who owns 40%, indicated months ago that they are 40%.
Obviously, they are not listening, Minister. Give them some time. Go ahead now.
It's a matter of public record, international record, that Maribyrnong took a decision to divest their 40% in JPS. They came and saw the government of Jamaica and expressed that. This also, when the letter of the government in terms of the position that we took with the license, they came back to us to indicate that based on that, nobody will be prepared to buy 40% of a company that have 2 years on a license. So we are on the same path in relation to going down the road to get a negotiated license one way or the other so that they can then do what they need to do. But as of right now, they are in it for the next 2 years because they don't have any ability to sell. So that has no influence or nothing to do with what we are planning to do.
Government
now.
badness.
So answer to this question, yes, long time.
Guys, what can go so? Guys, all me see now this is government badness. Me nah lie. Me nah lie, government badness. Government badness, guys. This is so sad. This is so sad. Why? People them need home. No house. Nothing at all. This is so embarrassing. Me nah lie. This is so embarrassing.
The People's National Party and the Jamaica Labour Party coming together and working together in this time when Jamaica needs communication.
One thing I play with you know, me have a defend the people them, and the last thing I want to say to them, let me drop people like me, them the dog shit they want to run down and to kill because we're too smart. The government is going to do what the government is going to do, and none of you can stop that. The only thing that can stop it is an immediate revolution. This is why when you look at the land title that you have, at the top of your land title, it says land holder, Holder, holder. It doesn't say landowner. So to all the government and the drunkard them, we organize it, foreign people, to come kill out the brothers and sisters them, and come take land, to set up on the smart cities. I'm going to be your problem, your biggest problem. Watch me. And on Afi go prison for treason. On Afi go prison for genocide. Nobody feel say I just talk. And anyone who know me knows I've been attack. Watch me on.
We nah vote again. Too much Ginalina Parliament. We nah vote again. Pan politicians are your dash the judgment.
Welcome to Livefoot TV at the right place and let's don't go nowhere.
Please like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell.
Blessed love, good morning, my viewers and subscribers, kings and queens, and I like to speak for myself. Welcome to Livefoot TV, another man of peace. I give thanks to life, health, and strength, life for the greatest gift. See me, so look, man.
Hello, people.
Good morning.
How's your day going? If it's going good, then that's good.
Yeah, a long time we don't see, you know. Next one going to secondary school. I'm alone left for the school run, you know. When school run, you know, so when done free paper, but they say, freedom again.
Guys, there are so many things that's happening right now. So many things. Boy. This is so sad. What really going on in Jamaica? What is really going on in Jamaica? I don't understand.
That members of parliament wishes to utilize.
How can you take the cat ban money?
Thank you. I see Mr. Crawford and Mrs. I don't see
Security. Could you take this community and
Members.
do the detail as
Wicked, and wicked and evil. Bad mind don't go on yet from September 3rd.
So it's like Daryl Valls are the superhero in the JLP cabinet because him not stop play defense. Like everybody will try to come at the Prime Minister or the JLP themselves, him ready for defend. And today was the same thing in Parliament when Mark Golden questioned about the 150 million US that the government is planning to loan JPS so they can restore power by February of next year to all the entire Jamaica, basically. Because we know, them say them they are 70%, but the whole long them they are 70%. They must say they are at 30% get damaged really bad and hard to get to. That's why them still kind of stuck at 70 point something % of the island get back power. There's many people. So we have Mark Golden did a question and I asked some questions. Say, yo, remember say we only have 20% in JPS and based on them yearly revenue, we get like 70 million USD from that. Oh, we say sure we are gonna get back the 150 million because JPS contract in July of 2027. And the reason why them alone JPS are because them no want JPS automatically get back another license to cover power in Jamaica without renegotiating. So by Mark Golden asking this question, instantly Daryl Vaz feel like an attack. He might attack the government and him just a play defense. But me I'm gonna watch the video and when I can tell me phone thoughts on this, tell me which side on the side with on this one. Was it some good question? I really bad mind Mark Golden bad minded the government. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment.
The context of your presentation in relation to the JPS situation is that the license expires, I think it's July 2027. Notice has been given, triggering the consequences of license termination. Jamaica has roughly 20% of the equity in JPS. The funding gap, based on the recently done work to do the restoration of the grid, including substations, transmission, posts, etc., distribution lines, is around 350 million US. So our 20%, if you're looking at it as a shareholder, our 20% would be 70 million. But we are actually taking the risk of lending an unsecured loan to JPS of 150 million, which is twice the proportion of the equity that we hold in the business. So unsecured, you don't have the collateral to seize. You're relying on a mechanism to get it back, which I'm going to speak to in a second. So my question to you is, first of all, the other 200 million, which is currently not funded, but which is necessary to achieve the timelines that you have indicated for restoration. What is the assurance that that 200 million will be raised on a timely basis so as to enable the necessary expenditures to be made by JPS to hit the targets, which are aggressive targets, given the extent of the damage to the grid and so on? What level of confidence do you have that that 200 million will be raised by them? And what is the time frame that it has to be raised by for that target to be met? I'd like to know the time frame for that. So to summarize, one is the timeline for JPS to fund the 200 million gap, and whether you would ensure that that funding is in place before you expose our $150 million.
Let me indicate very clearly for all of Jamaica to hear. The meeting that we had yesterday morning, where the Minister of Finance and the Financial Secretary was there.
Wow.
We ironed out a way forward, realizing the seriousness and the time-sensitive nature of this response. So the first answer to your question is that this government is prepared on behalf of the people of Jamaica to release the $150 million in whatever tranches are required as quickly as possible to get the restoration going. And that's the difference between a caring government and somebody who has a financial background.
That's not a caring government. What about house? What kind of light can stay?
So let me just make that clear.
Light can stay.
Minister, point of order.
His feet, talking. The minister standing on his feet, talking into the mic. You don't need to personalize your response. You don't need to get hot under the collar. It's a legitimate question I'm asking. And I'm just, so don't bother about having a financial background. I want to know, a simple question. Are you going to ensure the funding is in place? And now you're coming back and personalizing it in a totally unnecessary way.
Let me repeat. The member is saying that his position is that he would not release the $150 million unless he knew where the $200 million was coming from. That's what he said. That's what he said. That's what he said. Hansard is there. Hansard is there. Hansard is there. Hansard is there. And I am
Minister,
telling you.
Minister, please.
Let me just say it again. Based on the meeting that took place yesterday, we are confident, based on the meeting that had the representative of the Ministry of Finance at the highest level, the Minister and the Financial Secretary, you can't go any higher, that we are prepared to release the $150 billion tonight.
Really?
If it means that the people are going to get back light sooner than later. You are a wicked and evil. Bad mind don't go on yet from September 3rd.
Members,
Wicked and evil. Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker.
Minister, hold. Members. Members from the opposition side.
You are an uncaring set.
If you
You are
do,
a heartless set.
if
You are a
you
wicked
do not
set.
allow the minister to continue, then we will have to go to something else. Please. You do not have the floor. Member from St. Catherine North Central, you do not have the floor.
Mr. Speaker.
You will find out in short.
Mr. Speaker.
Go ahead, Minister.
The $150 million that
Give me
the
chance.
government is prepared to release as soon as the documentation is in place.
Really?
It will be no later than a
You know, say this man is wicked. You know why I'm going to tell you, say this man is wicked? Guys, you can live without light. You cannot live without a home. You cannot live without a home. It's about needs and wants. Need is home. Want, you can't live without light because a lot of people in Jamaica are living without light. Why would you want to lend so much money right away, but the people them living outside? That makes sense? No food, nothing at all, no school, nothing at all. That amount of money, you're wicked. You know, wicked. So where's the cat band money? Where all of these money? No money has to even give out for house, but you want to give for light? You can live without light. You can live without light. People's living without light for a long time. You understand? What about solar panel? Why not get some sun in Jamaica? Why don't you get some solar panel and put out? Jamaica have sunlight, some solar panel. You're wicked, man. This man is wicked. Wicked, bad.
hours a day because of the urgency.
What urgency?
It's specific for restoration over 2 months, December and January. That $150 million is ring-fenced.
Guys, me not understand this thing, you know. Me I tell you the truth, you know. Guys, if me wrong. Giving JPS so much money out of the cat band money, the donation money, and people over almost 1 month, people living outside. People don't have a home. When you're talking about light, light can stay. Right now in Jamaica, a lot of community don't even have light. You understand? And this man I got talk about giving JPS. So where JPS money? And secure loan? And he can release it right now? No, man, the Jamaican don't need to wake up, man. They need to wake up. You can live without light. But you can't live without a home. What about water? Water is very important than the light. Water is important more than the light. No water, but you want to give light? No home. May I tell you say no, guys, you see Jamaican government, they don't have no love in their heart for people. No love in their heart for people. You understand? We are living in a world of wickedness. Wickedness. You understand? Where is the love? Where is the love? This is so sad. Where is the love?
I go and play one man from your constituency attack, say you worthless like Cutlass, dirty Audrey. You know we Jamaica, you see wicked Audrey, she a laugh off of people and a laugh off of dirty Audrey.
You know Jamaica. Talents are and he
Yes, when they come up blue field, when they finna arrange, anyone like Eastern, them before Melissa come.
what? Should come to her office at
I want to listen, you know.
24 minutes.
Honestly, dirty Audrey, she has skin her teeth and a laugh with big nose Andrew. When Mala who Kalalu say she hear say was your boyfriend. Mala who Kalalu say she hear say Andrew was Audrey boyfriend. That's why Audrey she has skin her teeth, but Bigfoot soon beat out her clot in a parliament. Jamaica, you see all Audrey attack.
Our phone numbers.
She is a worthless cutlass to, you know. Because you go and hear one of Audrey supporters them say, oh, she worthless like Cutlass. Who don't listen to this, Jamaica? Audrey, she worthless like Cutlass. No water should not give the people them. Listen to this. When we at Jamaica, make I only hear say Audrey Shaw, Audrey Mark, she. Because she not just asking her teeth. She walk like Cutlass too. Listen to this.
A step so quick.
When we at Jamaica, soon find the worthless Cutlass woman make on ear. Wait. Make on hear the worthless Cutlass woman. Our constituents are call out say she worthless like Cutlass. When we at Jamaica, when you like up the video for me there. So all you see Audrey she a go like she a smarty. She worthless like Cutlass. Listen to this.
To Music My 3 saying this man is not truthful because Audrey sent out a blast.
No another clip there.
Yeah.
Oh,
They used to really, you know, the little
at River is a pumping station or what?
When we are in Jamaica.
Water Commission.
all of the place that's served by, we have not. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm okay.
Yes, sir.
Listen to the man now. I'm going to say that Audrey, she worthless like Cutlass. Listen to the JLP supporter. I'm going to say Audrey, she worthless like Cutlass. Listen now. When you listen to this, maybe you're a subscriber. Because all them come here go like smarty. Them worthless like Cutlass, the whole of them. Listen to this.
Okay, well, I'm just calling. I'm a member of. I am from northeastern Manchester, where Sister Audrey Marks is our MP.
With the MP, Sister Audrey Marks, we are skin our teeth. See how the Jamaica. So I wish the people would have wake up and say them look dirty drunk or I don't mean them one good. Jamaica, I really wish the people would have wake up and see them dirty drunk or I don't mean them one good, Look pan dirty Audrey, she has skin her teeth with Anjo, who Malalu Kalalu says she and him there. They can't sue me, because it's Malalu Kalalu say that she hear say Audrey Anjo man. And never me say so. Malalu Kalalu Audrey talk and say she hear say she's Andrew man. So you can't say a lie me I tell. Jamaica, listen how the people them talk about dirty Audrey. I'm gonna call it dirty Audrey, because you're dirty just like the rest of them. You don't make a difference, Audrey. You're dirty just like them. What I see them make on the ear where the man talk about dirty Audrey she and our constituency.
Northeastern Manchester, where Sister Audrey Marks is our MP. It's really, I'm not here to beat up on Miss Marks. I'm not
No, you're not to beat up on her, sir. Expose what go on in our constituency. Expose our failures and our flaws and our incompetence. Expose it because she dep on TV asking her dirty teeth with Andrew.
Doing that.
Yes.
But because it's a lady that I personally like. Because she's my member of parliament. But over the last 5 weeks since the hurricane, we have not gotten any water. Yes, because clearly GPS system would have been disturbed.
Yes.
Down where the water would have come from.
You mean to tell me say Audrey no give you no water? Jamaica, you see how Audrey in a parliament has skin her teeth with Andrew, and you would have believed that she had take care of her constituency, and you the people them say they don't have no water. Audrey don't give them no water. You see, when you see them drunk or you're in a parliament asking them teeth, you have to throw water upon them or throw a little piss upon them. Because she in a parliament asking her teeth. And you just say, oh, look at that lady, her teeth so white, her smile so nice, although her chin sharp, no clot, and look like the letter V. Somebody just say, oh, she look like a nice lady. Oh, she's a different type of politician, man. She must be helping the people. Look at her. But listen to the residents telling you the type of germs that she is.
But I'm really calling upon Sister Audrey Marks to see if she can truck some water to the people who are affected, because many of us, we have no water, and we hear about leptospirosis, because many of us have to get in water from not proper source.
Which communities have been without water, sir?
Well, the Christiana area, all of Christiana. Area.
All of Christiana, where else?
Yes.
Where else?
Northeastern Manchester. I mean, all of the, for the most part, all of the place that's served by the Moravian water system out of water.
So that's it. So hold on there. So that's virtually the entire constituency?
Yes, essentially.
The entire constituency is served by one facility at Moravia?
Yes.
Oh?
Audrey, stop skin your teeth with Malalu. Kalalu say your man, Remember? Stop skin your teeth with your boyfriend. Stop skin your teeth with your boyfriend. Remember, Samalalu Kalalu says she here is your boyfriend. Stop skin your teeth with your boyfriend and go give the people them water. The people them never vote you for go find man and skin your teeth. The people them vote you for give them water. Wicked Audrey.
To my knowledge, I am not sure if I'm totally correct. But
you're not sure? You're suspect.
For me, no.
You're suspect?
Yeah, for me, no.
You miss a mouthpiece. When you jump on the man, boy, him suspect. The man tell us him suspect. You want the man tell you a lie like Andrew. The man tell us him suspect. A suspect him suspect. You think the man lie like Andrew? We're gonna tell you when about A, when a B. Mouthpiece, you're another wicked hypocrite one,
But no, tell me the communities that have been without water for 5 weeks that you're sure of.
All right, so there are Lower Christiana. Joe Blaine, you have Strawn Castle.
Uh-huh.
You have a place that's called Nevermind. You have Black Creek. You have many areas who served by that area.
Okay.
No water.
And that, to your knowledge, it's because there's no power at the Moravia plant?
Right, because down there, down there was badly damaged as far as the power supply is concerned.
Yes. So you're calling on the National Water Commission, yes?
Yes.
And you're a member of Parliament, yes? Audrey Marks, yes? To try and get some water trucked to those communities that have been without water for going since, 4 weeks now since Melissa? 5 weeks now? Since Melissa struck?
Yeah? And even before that, the water was not
We get maybe a little drop before the hurricane, you know. So essentially, about 6 weeks, we wouldn't really get no water.
Okay, so you've been without water before, Melissa?
Yes.
Oh. So, let's put a call through Nora to NWC or Mr. Andre, Mr. Delano Williams.
Arju Marks, you must call NWFC, but call Arju Marks to clip views. You want hypocrite, you know?
That who is very accessible to find out what's happening with the water supply for northeast Manchester, according to this resident of the area.
But anyway, my brother subscriber, I just wanted to show you, say, all she, as much as she in her skin for her wicked teeth, and I go on like she has somebody, she not take care of the people, Westmore, hear me, Manchester neither. She not take care of them
Wow.
either.
Let me go look on what go on. Guys,
Primary purpose is to care for the
this
world.
is so
Care
sad.
for hearts like your very own.
Prime Minister and Your Holiness is bowing to the Antichrist system.
But a lot of people talking about what is happening with the digital currency arguments, and you saw last week the inconsistencies in your Prime Minister. But there is a man from the Adventist Church that talking about in the Prime Minister. I want to show you the video where the man from the Adventist Church say.
Minister and Your Holiness, who professes to be connected to the Seventh-day Adventist denomination. Let me be clear. Prime Minister and Your Holiness is in deep, murky, muddy waters. Does he understand, Mr. Prime Minister, most honorable and Your Holiness? He needs to be converted. He needs our prayers. There it is, my friends. What does he profess to be and align with? The SDA Church. And yet he has upon him the brand of Antichrist. I hope he's not trying to be like Pilate, washing his hands and say, hey, I'm innocent. I'm simply a civil leader. Listen, you are destroying your people, putting them into the hands of Mr. Antichrist himself. Beloved, I have news for you. Watch this. Prime Minister and Your Holiness is actually reading from the script of the papacy. Allow me to confirm. Watch.
Yes, my viewers and subscribers, I'm going to play the rest of the video, but I just ask you to like the video. Yeah, please, now they're going to give the video a like and share the video on your WhatsApp and everything. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Remember to share the video on your WhatsApp, share it on your Facebook, share it on your Instagram. Oh God, no man, Jamaica. No man. Only can imagine everybody are exposed and your honest. This is the pastor from the Seventh-day Adventist Church, you know. Andrew Olin said he's a member of the Seventh-day Adventist Church too, you know, and this a pastor come out and expose him. My God, Andrew Olin, no man, this no look good, man. Me I tell you the truth, brother, everybody fed up by you. And people only need to listen to the video because a whole heap of things the man attack, the man expose Andrew Olin and the deal them with him sign. Listen to the video, listen to the end of the video, and remember to like the video and share it and subscribe.
So our alliance, we started 6 years ago with the question, is cash enough of a problem to focus on it for an alliance to be built, focusing on that one problem? You heard from Anne this morning. It's expensive to track cash around if you want to be paying salaries.
There it is.
It's unsecure, it's inefficient, it's untraceable. You know the problems. We've talked about them today.
Amen. Untraceable. They want to track and trace us. Just like the pestilence 19 pandemic, the track and trace forms. There are some countries now that you go and you go in your pocket and you take out cash to pay your bill. And they say, sorry, I'm sorry, sir, we don't take cash here. It's the reality. It's too expensive to deal with cash.
When?
That don't mean anything to them. They're still comfortable with the cash under the mattress. They still want to go and fill out the form and hand it in. But that era is fast coming to an end.
Fast. Why fast? Now, if I asked you, why fast? It makes sense now. Because the UN General Secretary, Antonio Guterres, said yesterday in Jamaica, the purpose for my visit, we have 7 years left to fulfill Agenda 2030. Now it makes sense. They have joined, having their working synergy. Who has been appointed? Who has been anointed? Who has been elected? Who has been selected to lead? Prime Minister Andrew Holness. Interesting. Prime Minister Andrew Holness is bowing to the Antichrist system. They have taken upon themselves the brand, the logo, the agenda of Antichrist. And they are represented by the dragon. Birds of a feather flock together, unclean birds of Revelation chapter 18, verse 2 and verse 3. Come out of her, my people. Come out of her, Andrew Holness. That's why I'm saying, my friends, humbly, yes, I'm speaking. Listen, Prime Minister Andrew Holness has indeed bowed to the Antichrist system, bowed to the money of the beast system. What the principal agenda is, the principal policy is from the UN, from the Vatican, and who is taking the charge, the lead? Has Mr. Andrew Holness, Prime Minister of Jamaica, has he now become a papal champion when in actuality he professes to be connected to the SDA denomination? Let's move on. Notice here, friends. Listen.
Secretary General, you appointed me as co-convener of the Financing for Development in the era of COVID-19 and beyond, and then as co-chair along with our good friend, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau of Canada. As
it makes sense now. Hindsight, beloved, now you can answer this question. Why is it the policies to combat pestilence 19 were so stringent, draconian in Jamaica and Canada? Why? You see, because Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and Prime Minister Andrew Holness had to live up to their responsibility as the champions of the UN Agenda 2030, the Vatican agenda. Do you see what's happening here? To combat climate change, etc. Now it makes sense. A little island like Jamaica, their policies were so inimical to our freedoms. Little Jamaica. And notice, Canada was one of the nations that was last to lift its border policies for international travelers. They had to make sure they set, quote unquote, good example to the other nations. By the way, were they not elected as co-convener and co-chair? Watch.
Now you understand why the man is so agitated when he can't get his way to advance the agendas of the people who he has agreed the terms and conditions with. Now you understand, Jamaica, why the man is so angry. Now you understand why the man, remember, the United Nations Secretary General named him co-convener. So that means that across the globe, he has a global duty and international duty to fulfill.
Hey, you look less busy than usual. What's up? Yeah, we just switched to Zoho Desk. It's a pretty cool help desk.
His assignment is bigger than Jamaica. His assignment is bigger than that of Jamaica. His assignment, and I'm not here today to speak about any religion. I'm not carrying any religious agenda or talking any religious agenda. His assignment is bigger than how it looks. So that is why I said to you all, look at how agonized he was. When can you find back the video of how upset he was on Wednesday last week? Because if you find that video, you can understand. Is that if he has a timeline to deliver
on the internet. And my good friend, the leader of the opposition, is among those who have circulated, and I'm being very polite, euphemistic, circulated concerns about digital payments. There is no attempt by the government to remove cash, meaning paper money, from the system. Just stop for one moment. Just be rational. Why would the government spend billions of dollars to change currency to a new, durable banknote that we don't have to be changing it ever so often, only to turn around and take it out of the system? Don't you see it is stupidness? But the number of people who have followed it gets me worried about what Jamaicans are consuming as information. I'm worried. Where is our reasoning? And why is it so simple for us to be attracted by rumors? As your Prime Minister, I have a duty to call it out when I see it. We have spent money to put in place a new, durable note that accounts for the inflation in the society, the convenience of the notes that you need to make payment, and then to just turn around and say no. Come on. It's stupid. In the coming weeks, and days, I'll be making certain announcements regarding the acceleration of Jamaica's intention to become a fully digital society. We are well on our way to this. We have established the national identification system. We have put in place our digital currency. We have given directions to our ministries to digitalize their operations. Most of our ministries are now moving from paper-based systems to digital systems. Our military is transitioning. The society is moving very quickly, very rapidly to become digital. Our banking consumers are seeing it as well because the banks are moving very rapidly to digital. You have something now called artificial intelligence. Very soon, this position of a human being exchanging cash and so on, that is going to disappear from the banking system very soon. And you are going to have to interface with machines. I don't want it to be a scary thought, but it is a thought that we all have to embrace.
Do you now realize, Jamaica, how lethal this man is? It's not confusing. It's not confusing. The man can be any form he wants to be. The man can be a chameleon. The man has serpent-like characteristics. Tonight I'm focusing Jamaica. Tonight I'm focusing Jamaica on his character.
Monday, we start off.
What shape can he take?
Minister and your Holiness, who professes to be connected to the Seventh-day Adventist denomination.
Well, my viewers and subscribers, it's time for talk, you know. And we're going to give the video a like. Remember to share the video on our WhatsApp. And if you haven't subscribed, just click the subscribe button. Share the video, share the video, share the video, and like the video. Now, you can imagine Jamaica. This year, man, your Prime Minister Andrew Holness, the man in has so much things right now. The man in has things are bigger than him. The man sell out him soul. Look on the screen. The man sell out him soul. It seems like the man sell out him soul. Because this man I love money, love money, love money. He must sell out him soul. What about the whole heap of money where Jamaica get? A whole heap of money Jamaica get from yes or from this or from this or from this or all kind of gifts. And we don't know where the money for. So the UN Secretary General come and say him are the champion for pushing the digital society, the cashless things. And you where you get yourself in a year, bring Jamaican people in it. If you sell out your soul to you sign a deal with the devil, you know, keep that to yourself. But you bring Jamaican people in it and I make the people them suffer. The people them tired of you, big man. You have to let the truth. The people them tired of you and the people them have to get rid of you. You have to let the truth, brother. You come like say you sign a deal with the devil. You hear the man say you're the Antichrist. You come to kill, steal, and destroy. You sign a deal with the devil, will realize that you talk, so yeah, cashless are going to come in, and then when people start lick out against it, you come and talk about what nonsense is this, I own to print new money, and then what sense it make you take it out a year more that could put you in a problem. Jamaica is fed up and they are tired of you, sir. You cannot fix Jamaica's crime problem when you said that people will be able to sleep with their windows and doors open. You cannot fix Jamaican economic problem because a lot of people are still feeling the hardship. Many Jamaicans are still feeling the hardship. If you were so good at finance, why is it that Jamaica is at a better society?
My English not good.
Do you mean my English is not good?
Yeah, my English is not good. How?
Feeling the hardship. If you were so good at finance, why is it that Jamaica is at a better society? Yeah, them appoint as co-chair for this economic business, that this cashless thing we are coming, right? So if you so good at all of this, why you never use this goodness for you have and this greatness to fix up Jamaica? Tell the truth now. Make sure that the people in Jamaica are right. Everybody have little money in them pocket. Make sure that the civil servants, the teachers, the police, the soldiers, the firefighters, the nurses, all of them people they get enough money, and the regular poor people them get something where them can all right with our systems in place so them can earn a livable wage. Eh? It's obvious that you sign a deal with the people and you make a rush where you have to bring it in. You say you're so wicked, you're so wicked. Me remember when they run the election. See the pastor come out and expose you right now. Me remember when they run the election, they claim say a Seventh-day Adventist. And when I see it, I say, oh yeah man, that good man say Andrew a Seventh-day Adventist, man. At least, you know, we can have somebody of dignity come run the thing. Because we say, yeah, you're a Christian. But you end up come worse than everybody else. You're wicked, you're the devil himself. Nah, lie, you beat the devil. You beat the devil, you sell out your soul. You did have to sell out your soul because you love money too much. You have to let the truth. Even the church you use. And that means no people vote for you too, you know, because they must say, yeah, this man is a Christian, you know, and they have him wife and, you know, a good, decent family man. But they turn out worse than everybody else. You sell out your soul, you make your deal, you get your millions, because the millions ever come to Jamaica when they see where it go. Apparently, you are your friend, them going to take it and do what you want to do. No going to take it and do what you want to do. And Jamaican people not see it. You sign your deal, sell out your soul, and you make Jamaican suffer. Remember, when too much air water dip on you and too much more dip on you, God I go fix you. Too much Jamaican air water dip on you. Remember, me tell you, and Jamaican people have prayed that God fix you. People remember to like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Too much air water dip on Andrew, man. Type in the comments if you agree. Too much air water dip on him. I remember when too much air water dip on you, God always fix you. Yeah.
What is going on, guys? What's really going on here?
We are meant to size a song and the pastor we are follow. Lie.
drive across the bus and the country going down the drain. Yes, we died under the labor pain. Poverty a bus we shut and we going insane. I the new name for the bus driver. Are you here on every corner? The name a ring throughout Jamaica. Eli make big promise to teach a nurse and police. Promise to give them big salary increase. Promise jobs, more jobs and good economy. But no him gossip, but him a blame PNP. But Eli is a rookie driver. Him cannot run Jamaica. If they go sit down back in the harbor. Him to lion out of order. Eli. Swear say him done with the garrison and the green. Never go back to that. Him tell the country now him greener than green with no credibility. I didn't know him for the bus driver. Are you here on every corner? The name a ring throughout Jamaica. Eli is a rookie driver. Him cannot run Jamaica. They go sit down back in the harbor. Into lion out of order. Eli. On a Monday, on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday, on a Thursday, on a Friday, on a Saturday, 2 times on a Sunday, on a club. Shame and the disgrace, and I won't mince my words, Ishmael, by saying that the government has no shame. It's the truth.
And it's funny. I'm happy you said that, Perry. Here why I'm happy you said that, because times and times again, we have been labeled propagandists over here. We have been labeled troublemakers over here. Because we have been saying over and over again, the government is moving too slow.
Of course.
We have been saying over again, what is the government doing? We have been asking the questions. We have been touching the pain points. We have been very, very, very vigilant on how the West is being addressed. And we haven't seen properly in relation to them going into the spaces and getting work done. What we have seen is PDTV, local people, the diaspora, service organizations and international organizations and government organizations and support group go there for themselves and give the people aid. And the most I've seen from the government is, them tell we thanks. All them do I tell we thanks. But it's the same government was set up particular account, right? Them set up account for money. Them did this Saturday. Did you know that they did a telethon this Saturday?
Yes, they did.
Them do telethon and all them something. What them do? Hoard the money to do what with it? But I just asking, because it cannot make sense. You gather all this funding, to what end? The people need aid now. The people need housing now. You can't make social media personalities come and build houses for you. Pull up your socks, man. Pull up your socks. Pull up your socks. You are the vanguards of not just our democracy, but of our coffers. Me pay you to take care of the place. Take care of the place, please. That's why you're paid. What do you say? What say you?
On a matter of the aid, Ishmael. Now, everybody knows that I'm a man of the faith. And I believe in spirituality. And there's a certain apostle. I'm happy that he said it, Ishmael. A certain apostle said it recently that the aid is being stolen. Now, if this man is a man of God, Ishmael, and I personally believe that he is. No man is perfect. I'm sure he has his flaws, right?
But if he is a man of God, what he says is true. Ishmael, you can play back that video when Apostle Shuttleworth came out and tell the people of Jamaica that the aid is being stolen. And see, we hear even today in Parliament where Dr. Dayton Campbell, all right, you know, I don't want to touch it yet. Find it, I can find it for you as well. Yeah, man.
Find it for me. But
yeah, man,
you touch on this.
Yes.
Dayton Campbell issue. Because apparently them give Dayton Campbell tent.
Then that
2 or 3, maybe Dayton Campbell have a twin I'm not telling us about, you know.
All right.
Campbell, MP Campbell, please. Do you have a twin called Dayton Campbell? Because
I'm wondering.
I'm led to believe that you got tents for the people. Where
That's
are they?
That's what they say. They say him have
tent.
Him get tent and all.
Never lies. Them never tell lie yet. Not even on Saturday night.
All right.
In the morning.
Exactly.
No.
Another time. I'm not seeing it here though, but another time we'll play it. But Apostle Shuttle, I played it today on Media Connections. Ladies and gentlemen, people in the spirit are seeing where the government not giving out the aid to the people of this country. All right. Let me just leave it at that. So with all the expectations that we have in terms of people getting aid, we need to ask ourselves the question, where is the oversight body that is ensuring that the aid that is coming into the country is reaching to the people? We saw persons coming out on social media asking about the flip up aid that Japan give. I am asking tonight, who is keeping the government in check with all the aid that is coming to the country? Where is the third party organization or international body or somebody, something must be able to give an account as to who is getting what, are they getting it? Where is the aid? Who have the aid? That's what I'm asking tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The people are not getting the aid. So how comes we are in this situation, Ishmael, where people have the belief that they are not getting the aid? And if they are not getting the aid, who is getting the aid, Ishmael? That's what I'm asking tonight.
I wonder if it can expire, because...
Boy?
Expire, it go through right now. We're going to see who fire it come out like the Mombasa grass. You know? So if it can expire, garbage truck must come feed.
All right, I tell you.
For the yard, it go like water. For the yard, it go like water.
Yes, a certain person yard. A certain person.
Yes, a certain minister's yard.
But, ladies and gentlemen, on a more serious note, it's a very interesting... We're living in serious times. Let me just put it out. And I'm saying Jamaica has normalized incompetence and mediocre ways of governing to the point where we see these things and it's normal. You know, we shouldn't say anything. You hear some labor rights coming out and trying to cover up what is happening, and they try to defend the government because they are JLP supporters, not realizing that in order to play a blind eye to what is happening, you're actually encouraging corruption and mediocre leadership. The more you pretend as if this is not the reality in the name of loyalty to your party, what is happening is that you encourage our leaders to sit down and do nothing. And it is dangerous. Blind loyalty is so dangerous to our country. Look at what...
I realize there's a lot of it going on.
Ishmael, I am going to say this. And all persons to hear me and hear me well. The Prime Minister went to South Africa, right? He came back, He was in Parliament today. You remember how firm he was against the traveling of Portia Simpson Miller, Honorable Portia Simpson Miller.
Oh, Lord.
He said that...
No, me not sit down.
Yes. He said, the Prime Minister should have should have returned with an economic deal struck with Ethiopia and some form of grand result to show. When I looked at the social handles for the Prime Minister, all that he showed was that G20 committed to give aid to Jamaica. Now I'm going to ask you, ladies and gentlemen, do you believe that the Prime Minister had to go to South Africa to get aid from South Africa? Is that something to write home about?
That's a very interesting question. Very interesting question.
Is that something for me to go and say, yes, that visit was historical. It's one to go down in the books. Everybody and their grandparents would have given aid to Jamaica if the Prime Minister did not go to South Africa. I am pretty sure that every country on the planet is aware of the devastation that happened in Jamaica. And whether you were the Prime Minister, yes or no, whether you traveled to South Africa, yes or no, we would have received aid if you patched it remotely. So what is the grand report from G20? Because too much things in the office like AdPem. That's why the Wi-Fi now work. Because too much institution in your office.
You must step over this institution and I go side.
Yeah. Because
because AdPem have worry about barrel and them stuff there. You know.
Too much things in AdPem, so the Wi-Fi can't work.
Yeah, so the whole heap of clutter him can't really sit down and desk because you will see a barrel artist beside him and you will see something, you know, like a pampas a drop on him. So it can't work. It can't work. So
I don't see this. The visit was mediocre. It wasn't something to write home about. I wouldn't even be surprised if no media house covers the visit of the Prime Minister to G20. It is just for what? And again, Ishmael, you see, if he didn't in the past when he was in opposition came at Honorable Portia Simsimila like that about her travel, I would have nothing to say about it today. But because you made a big fuss about it, we have to call it out today. Because you made it seem as if going to G20, you would have sent some big message, would have been read in the news, would have called a press conference, an unprecedented one, of some major economic deal that you struck with G20. Or we're going to hear that G20 became Jamaica became a member of G20. I don't know. But there's nothing to show. So again, what was the point of the visit? What is the point of the visit?
To pause it.
To pause that you went to G20?
Mm-hmm.
To make it seem as if you're working? Begging cannot be the only solution. But this government is a beggy government, Ishmael. It's a beggy government, Ishmael. It's a beggy government.
Ball out! Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief.
With all the money that you already have, Ishmael, why not implement a strategic framework as to how you'll be able to incorporate all the players on the board as it relates to relief? Today in the PNP's press conference, we're going to touch it after the break. We saw where the opposition leader confirmed that even Nara, Ishmael,
they
weren't even consulted to be a part of that. So what is the plan? What is the blueprint to get Jamaica back on their feet? I have no confidence in this government as it relates to relief post Melissa Ishmael.
Yes, man. You don't have any confidence. Half of Jamaica don't have any confidence. If they had confidence, many people would have sent their resources to the government instead of booking a flight to take it personally to the people. Many people. I want him to go and ask 10 people from the diaspora if they trust him. Just go and say, diaspora, do you trust me?
No, he would. I don't think he'll ever ask that question because the embarrassment that would, the answers would be embarrassing. I don't think he'll ever ask that. Don't ask that, mister. Don't take the bait now. Don't take the bait and go ask that question because even Bounty Killer, Ishmael, when he gave the 22 million, him and DJ Khalid, him said, let me try to put on a Bounty Killer expression before we go to the break. Ross, angry. The $22 million that me and DJ Khalid come to give to the Falmouth Hospital, it is not supposed to be given to the government. This is not for the government. Yeah, shut up. This is to be given directly to Falmouth because we don't trust the We're going to take a break and come back.
That's how we know it's Christmas time again. The holiday season is here, and PD Kitchen is turning up the flavour. Our traditional Christmas cakes are baked with love, rich, moist, and full of that classic holiday taste. And if you're ready to add some colour and creativity this year, we'll style your ham to steal the spotlight. Can't bother with the cooking this Christmas? No worries. PD Kitchen has you covered. Just say it, we'll cater it. Food with a wow. We bring the taste and the holiday cheer right to your table. So don't wait. Book early and make your celebration unforgettable with PD Kitchen. Share the love. Contact us today. That's how we know it's Christmas time again. Welcome to Golby Locks and Grow. We have a variety of skin and hair products that are 100% natural. Our products are developed by a certified cosmetologist located in Port Antonio. For skincare, we have body wash, body butter, body scrub, facial bars, and more. Our hair care products include powerful hair growth oils, shampoo, conditioners, hair moisturizers, and more. Visit our locations and feel free to follow us on Instagram at Golby Locks and Grow. Call us at 357-9996.
Say goodbye to pain. If you suffer from arthritis, sciatica, fibromyalgia, muscular, back, hip, knee, headache, and sinusitis, then Dr. Brown Arthritis Joint and Remedy Oil Pain is the answer. Listen to another satisfied customer.
Hi, I wanted to let you know that I've used this arthritis joint and remedy oil, and I tested it out with Rochester a couple of times because I have a knee that's been driving me crazy. It hurts so much, and I put this on and walked around for a little bit, and I thought, okay, I'm really liking this stuff, and would absolutely recommend it.
Guys, I'm gonna love you and leave you, and thank you guys for watching.
It's just a rub away. Visit our website or contact us at 917-557-6204.